Steve Barron. And I just have to say that.
Well, because remember, and the reason we say that, it's very simple. Carl alluded to something a little earlier on, which was the interesting thing about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was the combination of action and humor. And this man added heart. And I can assure you that we will not forget either one of those three things when we make this movie. It's really important. It's humor, it's action, and it's heart. And that's what I think makes this thing work. You know, we really do have a lot of respect for what has gone before. We need to look forward. Look, I make movies, which, by the way, is a pretty good gig. So if you're thinking of like changing, it's pretty good. You should do it. I mean, just think, it's like you get. No, seriously, I get to, you know, having become friends with Frank Miller, or having to fly to Connecticut to sit in Maurice Sendak's barn, or hang out with, you know, Eastman and Laird. You know, it's the greatest job ever invented ever. So what it does is it puts a weight on your shoulders when you realize, look at this room. For 25 years, this brand has meant something important to each and every person in this room. Galen and I take that very seriously. I've been very fortunate in my life to have touched the Batman brand, the Superman brand, and know what it takes to say, let's make sure we don't dishonor what's gone before, but yet look at where we are today. We have new generations of fans, and let's give us something that allows us to take today's storytelling techniques with the brilliance that's gone before, and let's create something, as Galen puts it, that's the best Turtles movie ever.
This week that you're probably all aware of.
Who announced that?
John Fusco has been hired by these fellows to be the writer of the movie. And not a coincidence, John also wrote a movie that Steve Barron directed, Dreamkeeper. And Steve has thought highly enough of John to say, I really think you should talk to him, and it worked out well. So what can you tell us about John and what he's going to bring to this?
So in typical Hollywood fashion, because we think we know what we're doing, so, you know, he tells us, you know, Fusco's really your guy, you know, he pitches hard. So we then interview every single writer in Hollywood and end up with Fusco because he is the guy. So he knows what he's talking about. And one of the reasons, you know, Galen and I sort of leaned back and said, if you could design a writer, you would design John Fusco to write the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Look back at his work and you say, okay, Young Guns 1 and 2. He knows what ticks with sort of that young people and how they interact together. He gets action. Personally, he's been doing Shaolin Kung Fu since he's been a teenager. He knows more about the martial arts than anybody I know. And one of the things that we're absolutely convinced is that there's an authenticity that must be in this movie, that there is a reality. This is not the animated film. These guys are real.